Ho ho ho, everybody! Welcome to our month of Christmas.
That's where we're
I'm
starting.
your I'm your lovely host, Santa Claus, and today we're going to be talking about a year without me.
Holy
Yeah, here
shit, Santa?
Holy shit! It's Santa.
Craig in the big 2024.
No, Craig's got longevity.
Oh wow! All right, before we talk about the movie, who wants to hear some movie news?
I'm down. Me.
I
I do.
no,
I do.
I don't. I get off.
Oh, all right, my bad. I'm gonna say it anyway.
No.
Breaking: Uncut version threatens to release movie news.
Breaking. Nate should watch Breaking Bad.
Nah.
Nate, that's my homework assignment for you when I'm on my hiatus. Watch Breaking Bad.
Nah.
Yeah, no, you gotta get a book report on Breaking Bad.
I'm just gonna read the plot synopsis on Wikipedia.
No, don't do
You're
that.
doing yourself
Well,
such a
no.
disservice.
Oh no, dude! All they're just gonna say on there is probably just high school chemistry teacher goes and cooks meth with his former student, and stuff happens.
You flunked me, bitch. All right. Anyway, movie news. Let's go. There's a new Planet of the Apes movie that's coming out in 2027. It's gonna
Another
start.
one?
Another one is going to begin filming at the end of 2025 or early 2026.
Another Planet of the Apes movie threatens to be released.
Hey, they're all pretty good.
They're actually not bad. The most recent one was kind of whack, but the other ones are good.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
They're all fun.
They're fun.
The last one was the problem is just like it was literally all the apes, and the last one there's like never any human beings, and it was kind of weird.
Well, yeah, it's the Planet of the Apes, not the Planet of the Human Beings.
I don't know. It's still felt a little weird.
The only thing that pissed me off about the like the newest one is it didn't have my boy Andy Serkis in it.
Yeah,
that's true. We do love some Andy Serkis.
That's why I felt off because there's no Caesar.
Caesar,
the king of mocap himself, Andy Serkis.
Mm-hmm.
Who was in notable movie Venom 3.
He was. I have not seen it yet. I've heard it's bad.
I thought you bought tickets for it the moment they released.
No, I did that for Sonic.
You said you were going to buy Venom tickets on this podcast the moment they release. I think it was the first week we did movie news.
It might have been, and I probably forgot I said that, to be honest.
Why would I say that? That's a stupid thing to say.
Yeah, I did do that for Sonic 3, however.
I forgot that this most recent Venom movie is called The Last Dance. What do you think of Michael Jordan or something?
the villain is Isaiah Thomas.
The villain Scottie Pippen.
Oh man.
Or Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman in a dress is the main villain.
How did Venom ever get a trilogy though? Like the first movie was like goofy and bad,
because they make money.
Was even more goofy and bad, and the third movie's probably just as goofy and bad, if not worse.
Yeah, but at least Venom 1, actually both of them were goofy, fun, bad.
Is Venom 3 just bad?
None of us have seen it.
My friends all saw it and they told me it was bad. A notable guest podcaster Brooks told me it was not a good movie.
Well, I mean, what do you expect? It's a Venom movie. It's not gonna.
Yeah, it's a Venom movie.
You're going to watch a Tom Hardy Venom movie, all right?
Are you expecting Shawshank?
Man, I was going into Venom: The Last Dance, thinking that I was gonna get a riveting story that would really be thought-provoking.
The Venom Redemption.
the Shawshank Venom.
Shawshank
Venom: The Last Dance.
Shawshank Last Dance.
Oh my god! I haven't even made it past the first set of movie news yet.
Oh,
Venom Unchained.
Venom Unchained.
Venom Unchained. The Room: Let There Be Carnage.
I can imagine there being a movie that came out in like 2008, and it's called like Venom with an exclamation point, Symbiotes Unleashed.
Symbiotes Unleashed. Venom
That's
X.
definitely. It has like Linkin Park for the soundtrack.
So it's just Transformers, but it's with Venom.
Yeah, pretty much. Venom: Revenge of the Fallen.
Venom X.
Once upon a time in Venomwood.
Good Venoms.
A Venom on Elm Street.
The Venom on. The Venom. Heredivenom.
12 Angry Venoms.
12 Angry Venom.
Going Venom board.
Going Venom board.
Good
Venom Stellar.
Deadpool and Venom.
Whip Venom.
Did you say Intervenom
Venom.
And I said Venom Stellar.
Venom Stellar.
Good Venom hunting.
Coach Venom.
The Venom Hunter.
Coach Venom.
The Venom Father.
The Venom.
The Lord of the Venoms. The Return of the Venom.
The social Venom.
The Lord of the
Venoms.
Reservoir Venom.
Uncut Venoms.
Taxi Venom.
Pulp Venom.
Venom Fiction.
Venom Fiction. Bullet Venom. Or Venom
Kill
Train.
Venom. Kill Venom.
Venom Bill.
The hateful Venom.
La La Venom.
La La.
Venom Land. Venom Heimer. All right. This bit's gone on for too long.
Oh, it's not gone on long enough.
I'm gonna piss myself.
Jason X Venom Returns.
No, it's Venom X.
Venom the 13th.
Venom the 13th. Venom takes Manhattan.
Halloween 3 Season of the Venom.
Raising Venom.
Wes Craven's new Venom.
The Silence of the Venoms.
The Dark Venom.
Nice Venoms.
Nice Venoms.
Venom Begins.
Venom Begins. No, it's Venom Vegans. It's Venom Vegans.
The Venomator.
Oh my god.
Inglorious
Venom Train.
Inglorious Venoms.
Venom Train.
Venom Train.
The 40-year-old Venom.
Dragon Ball Venom Lucian.
Van Venom.
Van Venom.
Instead of Van Helsing.
Yes, I got the joke right.
I don't know.
Venom Park.
Venom Park.
Late night with
VHS Venom.
VHS. Are you just going through my fucking? You know what I'm trying to say.
No, I was going through mine for a second, and then I just
10 things I hate about Venom.
10 things I hate about Venom.
No Country for Old Venoms.
Raiders of the Lost Venom.
The Irish Venom.
The Irish Venom.
Venom fellas.
The Guardians of the Venoms.
The Venom Trap.
The Venom Trap.
The Venom Mile.
Freaky Venom.
The Venom Show. The Venoming.
The Venoming.
Alright guys, so today we're talking about a Christmas movie called A Year Without Santa.
A Year Without Venom.
I still have 7 other pieces of movie news that I had written down. I got through 1.
All right. Hit us with your movie news because I also have one thing.
All right. Planet of the Apes. I talked about that. Planet of the Venoms.
Planet of the Venoms.
Mandalorian and Grogu finished filming last week, and that's coming out on May 22nd, I believe.
I don't care about that. I want Mandalorian and Venom.
No, Venomorian and Grogu.
Star Wars threatens to release another show.
No, it's a movie.
It's a movie?
And it's releasing in theaters.
Oh, even worse.
I think that means we're not getting Mando season 4.
Maybe? No. Well, this is Mando season 4.
Awful.
Yeah, I know. So Mandalorian's over after this, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Thank God. Season 3 sucked.
Season 3 did suck. Ridley Scott has confirmed that there will be a Gladiator 3.
All right.
I have not seen 2 yet.
I wonder if they'll have the right species of rhinoceros in this one.
I swear, if this movie has a newspaper in it, I'm gonna flip shit.
Fantastic Four is finished filming as well. That's set to release in 2026.
The MCU threatens to release another movie.
I'm hopeful
actually,
for that.
But I might actually see that though.
Yeah, it's got Pookie Pedro Pascal in it.
Joseph Quinn's a good actor. I think he's very talented. I haven't seen Gladiator. What?
I said, yeah, him too. I forgot about
him. Well, I was going to make a point that I don't like him in this role, honestly. I like Joseph Quinn a lot. I think he's a very good actor. He was great in Stranger Things. He was probably great in Gladiator. He was great in the third Quiet Place movie that came out. But he just doesn't give off that Johnny Storm energy to me. Like, in the pictures that you see, he looks like a fucking dork.
Wait, he's Johnny Storm?
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal is Reed Richards.
Oh, okay, I can get behind that a little bit. All right, what's the cast? What else is there?
Eden Moss Barack is the thing, which I love. That's the guy from The Bear. The guy who kind of looks like Tim Robinson. They should have had Tim Robinson play Johnny Storm.
Vanessa Kirby is Sue Storm.
That's a good casting.
Chris Evans back as Johnny Storm.
Yeah, bring Chris Evans back, honestly.
Yeah. I'd be down with that.
Oh, that's who the thing is. Yes, I do recognize him from The Bear.
He looks like Tim Robinson if Tim Robinson was a serious actor.
He does. He was also apparently in the Punisher show on Netflix.
He was. I remember that. He was in season 1, I think. You have Reed Richards gets mad at Johnny Storm for something, and Johnny Storm just goes, "I didn't do fucking shit. I didn't do it."
All right. Yeah, Fantastic Four. I actually probably will see that in theaters because I am excited for it.
Yeah, I'll see it. I gladfully eat the schlock that the Marvel overlords have given me.
I wouldn't say I'm excited for it, but I would say I'm 20%
cautiously optimistic.
No, not even that. I would just say like I'm slightly interested. It's something a little bit new, and it's not like the most like random, obscure comic book character that they're making a movie on because they've run out of ideas. So
yeah, they're not making a Squirrel Girl movie.
Yeah.
That'd be heat.
You're not going with like the Marvels or something terrible like that. It's actually like some good characters. I really hope we finally get a good Fantastic Four movie, dude.
I hope they make a movie about the first Captain Marvel, and it's just like, if you guys have ever seen My Life with Michael Keaton in it, where it's just a really depressing movie about a guy getting over his battle with cancer, and they just make that a Marvel movie.
Say that again?
Sounds pretty depressing.
Well, if they made a... Because you guys know in the comics, the original Captain Marvel is a guy who dies from cancer that he gets from the radiation.
Yeah, Walter White reference.
White reference.
So that's how the first Captain Marvel dies in the comics, and then he's replaced by a girl.
I'm dying of cancer.
Imagine Marvel just made a movie about like the male Captain Marvel, but it's just like a super depressing cancer drama.
It just happens to have superpowers in it.
Yeah, it's not a superhero movie at all.
I would
Wow,
love for Disney to make movies set in the MCU that don't center on the characters. Like we could get on the superheroes. I'm sorry. Like if we had a movie about like the first Battle of New York, but set from the perspective of like a coffee shop owner trying to like save his business or something.
It's some like A24 drama that just has superheroes in it.
Wait,
Oh no,
it's
that
in the
would
same
actually be pretty
setting.
cool though. Yeah, that
It's
would be
in
pretty
it's in
cool.
the setting of the MCU, but it's not centered around superheroes. It's centered
I
around the
honestly,
real people in the universe.
I honestly think
I
a
mean,
full movie featuring Michael Keaton's Vulture before Spider-Man: Homecoming would be really cool.
That would be really
me,
cool.
me when my car in the MCU that I just finally paid off gets thrown by the Hulk into an alien.
Honestly, that's your fault for owning a car in New York City.
Yeah.
Me when the small business I just opened up gets freaking blown up by some random criminal Spider-Man fights off.
All right. Yeah. So Fantastic Four is done filming. That's coming out next year. Courtney B. Vance has been recast as Zeus after the death of Lance Reddick for the Percy Jackson series.
Courtney B. Vance, is that the guy who's in oh fuck, what is he in?
I don't know actually. He was in Huckleberry Finn in 1993.
Dude, no, he was in
Oh, he was in 12 Angry Men, the remake.
oh yeah, the shitty one
Yeah,
that has Tony Soprano in it.
Yeah.
the trash remake that I haven't watched, but I know sucks.
It's fine.
He played OJ.
No, he didn't. He played Johnny Cochran in the OJ show. I remember that. He was in hit Disney Channel rap movie Let It Shine. Where do I know this guy from?
He was in
Oh,
a
he was in Law and
19.
Order.
What was he in?
He was in Law and Order: Criminal Intent.
Oh, he was in 1995 movie The Last Supper.
Hell yeah, he plays Cobra Bubbles in the new Lilo and Stitch movie. Let's go.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool. That's pretty fire.
She bubbling on my Cobra, if you know what I mean.
He was in the terrible Terminator reboot.
Which one?
Oh, that's where I know him
Genesis.
off the top. He was in Final Destination 5,
Ah, yes, he was.
which is a good Final Destination movie. Everybody thinks
It
it's
is.
bad, but the bad one's the fourth one, but everybody thinks the fourth one's the fifth one for some reason.
That makes sense. Seriously, he will now be playing Zeus after Lance Reddick unfortunately passed away last year.
No, not Lance Reddick. Never mind.
Now I'm curious.
I was gonna say I was playing Madden 19 yesterday, and Lance Reddick was in it in the long shot mode, but he's not. It's another.
Is there a long shot mode in 2019 or in Madden 19?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really bad, but
It's worse than Madden 18's long shot by a lot.
I didn't think Madden 18's was very bad. Was that bad?
No, it wasn't bad.
18's story was cool. The problem is you were just repeat watching a movie. Like you didn't really play.
Yeah, Madden 18's was cool. The problem was you had to play Madden 18.
Yeah.
Ron Cephas is in the story mode. So is Joey King.
Random Joey King.
Rob Schneider's in it too. No, Joey King plays a pretty important part. She plays Holt's sister.
Yeah, I remember now. Because that's where Colt takes over for coaching the high school team.
Yeah. And Devin plays on the Texans that have traded for Antonio Brown, so they have Antonio Brown and D-Hop.
And they just magically don't have Deshaun Watson anymore.
No, they do. He just gets hurt. There's a scene where at the end of the state championship game, or before the state championship game, it's Deshaun Watson and Antonio Brown standing in the high school locker room together, and I'm like, oh, who would have thought in 5 years that would have been absolute goons.
Yikes. So Madden 19 did not age well.
No.
Madden 19 was sucked the moment it released. Let's not lie.
I'm actually having fun with it. I'm doing a Jags franchise right now.
I'm sorry. You could do like a Lions, but you chose the Jags.
The Lions
Well,
sucked.
'cause
We're like just bad at the time too.
Well, no, that was the year after like Saxonville was a thing, so I wanted to like carry it on.
Oh.
You know, it was the year after they made the AFC Championship.
Alright,
yeah.
nice.
And then they haven't been good since.
Yeah, they had one decent season, but this isn't ball talk. We can talk about that during ball talk.
They made the comeback with Trevor Lawrence, which created him the most overrated quarterback in the league right now. Anyway,
It's a weird way to say Josh Allen.
Fuck off.
I only said that for the reaction.
Sam Darnold MVP propaganda begins.
All right. Talked about Courtney B. Vance. Lucasfilms has reportedly been calling John Boyega to bring him back as Finn, and John Boyega has not picked up the phone.
Oh yeah,
Thank God. Thank God. Good for you, John Boyega.
Have some decency, John Boyega.
John Boyega, the guy who should be playing Cyborg in the new DC universe.
No, he should be playing Jon Stewart.
Well, Jon Stewart's already cast. So. They cast light skin Jon Stewart.
Disney is gonna blackmail John Boyega to come back as Finn.
Don't look at the amount of zeros on the check, John Boyega. I beg of you.
Yeah, John Boyega should be Cyborg.
Yeah, I could get behind that. But known dumbass Barry Keoghan has been cast as Ringo Starr.
You mean Barry Keoghan?
Is that how it's pronounced?
Is he a known dumbass?
Like, he cheated on Sabrina Carpenter, so.
Yeah, but Sabrina Carpenter's insufferable.
But he did it with Brecky Hill.
Oh, that's worse. Oh my God.
But he was just cast as Ringo Starr for the series of Beatles biopics that are coming out.
Yeah, I mean Ringo Starr wasn't that attractive when he was younger, so I guess that makes sense.
I mean, none of them really were, to be honest.
Ringo, to be fair, has aged beautifully.
That's fair.
That man looks great for 85.
He's 85? Wow. How old is Paul? Also 85?
Well, Paul died in the 80s.
Paul McCartney?
Yeah, you've never heard that theory? Paul's 82.
No. I have not heard that theory.
There is a very popular theory that Paul McCartney died in the 80s. And, sorry, I don't know the names of Beatle albums because I don't like the Beatles. What's the one where they're walking across the street? Abbey Road?
Penny Lane? Or I guess that's a song. I think Abbey Road, that sounds right.
Okay, so sorry, there's a theory that he died in the 60s, and that the guy on Abbey Road is like this like famous there was a very famous Paul McCartney impersonator in the 60s, and like around 1967 he just disappeared. So people think that that guy became Paul McCartney when Paul McCartney died of like an overdose or something.
Okay. But Paul McCartney still makes music today.
No, the Paul McCartney impersonator, who just also happened to be really good at making music. Just assumed Paul McCartney.
Fair enough.
I want to. There's a little urban. It has a Wikipedia article and everything. It's called "Paul is Dead." Paul is Dead is an urban legend and conspiracy theory, alleging that English musician Paul McCartney of the Beatles died in 1966 and was secretly replaced by a lookalike. The rumor began circulating in 1966, gaining broad popularity in September 1969 following reports on American college campuses.
All right.
This is wild. I'll read this next paragraph and then I'll knock it out.
No, we
According
gotta
to-
get it moving here. We're 25 minutes in, and I still haven't finished movie news.
All right, let me read this one sentence and then I'll. Paul died in a car crash, and the surviving Beatles, aided by Britain's MI5, replaced him with a McCartney lookalike.
Yes, the British secret agencies.
They're like, shit, we need to find somebody who looks like Paul. All right, get on with your movie news.
All right, I have one more piece of movie news, and that is that
And then
Steve McQueen is the current leading candidate to play 007 in the next James Bond movie.
Isn't Steve McQueen dead and has been dead for a very long time?
No. Oh, you're thinking of the white Steve McQueen.
Is there a non-white Steve McQueen?
Yes.
This guy, he's 60. Why? He's 60 and he's fat. Why would he be James Bond? Fuck. I guess he's not fat anymore. I was looking at a little picture. All right.
Anyways, that was my movie news.
I have one thing of movie news. It kind of movie news, kind of not, but it's the only place I can really talk about it. Creature Commandos is good.
Is it?
Yes, I watched the first 2 episodes. It's really good. It's fun.
I haven't seen it yet. That's the DCU show, right? The animated one?
Yeah, the animated one, yeah. I would 100% recommend it.
I'll throw it on the
It's
list.
fun. It has just enough star power to be like, oh, there's some notable names in there, but not enough to where it's like, oh, this is just a cast that they made to have big names in it. Like it has David Arbor, it has Alan Tudyk, it has Frank Grillo, and those are like the 3 big names, and then it has some smaller actors. But yeah, it's really good.
I'll check it out.
Let's go.
Anyways,
All right.
30
Time to talk about
minutes
the movie.
in, and we can finally talk about the movie. I think we talked about movie news for longer than we're going to talk about the actual movie for today.
Yeah,
I
we
think
have like
that's
10
true.
minutes left in the episode, probably.
Honestly. But today, to start off our Christmas special month, we are talking about The Year Without a Santa Claus. Ryan, what are your opinions on this movie? I've heard you had a really in-depth, very profound opinions about this movie.
Oh, so many. No, the reason Nate is asking me this question is because the moment I hopped in this lovely Discord call, I said I have absolutely no opinions about this movie. The music's good. It's a fine made-for-TV movie. Was this made by the same people who made Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Probably.
Possibly.
Yeah, it looks like it.
But Rudolph's better, so, but
Oh yeah, way better.
yeah. But I mean, this one's kind of cute, I guess.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I would assume it was made by the same people. The art style is almost entirely
identical.
The same. This was it was made for ABC, so that makes sense. Because Rudolph was also made for ABC.
Mm.
So yeah, same people that made Rudolph.
Wow, this movie is 10 years older than Rudolph, and it looks the exact same.
10 years older?
Sorry, 10 years younger. This movie came out in 1974.
Yes, Rudolph came out in 1964? Wow.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer in the big 2024.
Me when Rudolph is, what is that, 80 years old? No, that's not math.
Math is hard. This is why you're in the
Oh,
information.
we're gonna rewind there. Math is hard.
Mm-hmm.
Math is hard.
So yeah, Noah, what's your in-depth and profound analysis for this movie?
It's a movie that is used with they use stop motion animation, and it's 51 minutes long, and it's it has Santa Claus in it.
Yeah.
And
I watched this movie entirely through a YouTube playlist.
I found one of my backup totally legal streaming sites had this.
Yeah, I had to search a couple for it.
Yeah, I mean, it was literally on YouTube in a playlist. It was just some dude literally using like his phone to record the TV while it was playing on the TV. But I got the gist.
Yeah.
It was
There's
available on
not.
YouTube, but I was not paying $5 to watch this movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Why would you? Um. There's not much to talk about for this movie. The only reason we chose to do it or I chose to do it for this movie,
We didn't choose this. You
we
did.
did.
I corrected myself.
This was not a democratic decision, right?
I corrected myself. Anyways, the only reason that I chose this as my Christmas movie is because it is my favorite Christmas movie, and that is because every year until my grandfather died, we would watch this movie on December 1st every year until about 2018 when he passed away.
That's fair. That's fair.
So
Yeah, that's fair.
this movie has a very special place in my heart.
Mhm.
But all that aside, I do want to talk about a little bit about the animation, just because the fact that this is a made-for-TV movie, it's very cheaply made, and you can
Mhm.
tell, you can
Mhm.
definitely tell.
Sorry.
But I like the animation style of stop motion. A lot of my favorite animated movies are stop motion, so like
Mhm.
Frankenweenie's one of my favorites. Paranorman, Nightmare
Mhm.
Before Christmas.
See, I think a lot of those movies, Nightmare Before Christmas excluded, but like Paranorman and Monster House especially, I think those movies are extremely fucking ugly and hurt my
Really?
eyes. Yeah. Um, but I
How do you
love
feel
the
about Coraline?
Coraline's fine. It kind of teeters the line.
That's fair.
Paranorman, they just all look so glossy. They look like they got thrown in an oven for 5 minutes and the plastic just barely started to melt. Um, like they're a little melty and globby. But this movie, you can definitely tell it's like cheap, right? Because it's a made-for-TV movie. But it teeters the line where it's like charming, like it's super charming the way it looks.
Yeah, it
You're
was
like,
made in the 70s too, so.
yeah, that I think for us at least that adds to the charm of it. It's like this is like especially for you, it's like, oh, this is like old shit that our grandparents used to watch, and now we're watching it with them. So for us, it has this like novelty.
Yeah, I would agree. And I do
But
think
mm,
most of the character models are well sculpted. Like the Santa Claus one is
yeah,
fine. The Mrs. Claus one is fine. The
mhm,
Snow Miser and Heat Miser ones are great. Those ones
mhm.
are great. I do think
Dude,
it's
the snow
hilarious though
miser's
how they
ugly.
absolutely tower over every other
That
every
is
other
what
character in the movie.
I don't know if that was intentional or not. I don't think it was.
I don't think it was, but it is funny. The Snow Miser
Uh,
just towers over everybody.
the difference between 5'11" and 6 foot.
It's Heat Miser and Snow Miser.
But yeah, I think this movie has a. This is Ow, sorry, I just got a sharp pain in my tooth. uh, sorry, I have some temporary crowns in and they don't feel great. Um, but I think this is something that we see in the Christmas. Would we call Christmas movies a genre? I feel like we would.
I would call them
Yeah.
holiday movies. I would call them
I
a
think
genre.
I think this is what we see in the holiday genre movie is a lot more. Like a lot of these movies aren't conventionally good movies, air quotes. There's a lot of novelty in them, and obviously it's because Christmas is like a once a year type of thing. So you turn these movies on during Christmas. It's like the Mickey Mouse Christmas movies, this Rudolph, the Santa Claus, all that stuff. Especially like the older stuff, like the Mickey Mouse Christmas movies and um these movies. It's a lot of novelty, and it's like not in a bad way. I say that as like a
Right.
positive, not negative.
It's charming.
Yeah, I will
I
say though,
agree.
Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas is one of the best movies of all time.
I haven't seen that since I was a kid. I'll have to watch that this year.
Dude, I honestly might change my December movie to Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas.
I'd be okay with it. At least that one's on Disney Plus, probably.
It is. Yes. I watch it every Christmas.
But yeah, Noah, what do you think? Like,
It's a movie.
Noah does not think.
I gave a detailed enough answer to get the professor off of my back. No, it's your turn.
I think it's I like the animation style. It's cool. Like you guys said, it is. I mean, you can tell it's kind of cheaply made, but kind of cute in that way. Um, Character models are cool. Santa's kind of just depressed in this, which is sometimes a mood. Bro just doesn't want to
Which is
work,
what?
just
Yeah,
like
which
me
like
for
same.
yeah, same like Santa's just overblowing his sickness, so he doesn't want to go into work. Like same.
I'll be doing that sometimes.
Hey, boss.
Santa just like me for real.
Oh, boss, I'm sick right now.
Santa Claus just like
Boss,
me for real.
boss, I can't come in today.
There is
So
one instance of like where you can see how cheaply it was made in the Snow Miser song. When Snow Miser is spinning around, you can see the wire in the pole going through his foot.
Well, maybe that's not because it's cheaply made. Maybe that's just because he's high on crack.
That's a very big possibility.
There's something kind of funny though in Christmas movies, where they're always talking about like believing in Santa or not, is like the adults always almost always are like, oh yeah, I don't believe in this Santa Claus nonsense. And it's just like, bro, where do you think the presents under the tree come from? Like in these movies, because Santa's actually real, and it's like, bro, who the hell is coming in and getting the presents under your tree? What? Bro, what do you think? A burglar every single year comes in? Not even a burglar. It doesn't make any sense. But somebody just breaks in your house every
It's a
year.
reverse.
It's
It's a reverse burglary.
a reverse
Reverse home
burglar.
invasion movie.
It's like that meme of somebody broke the dude's window and he gave him New York Giants tickets.
Yeah, so your home gets invaded every single year on the night of the 24th, and you just don't bat an eye, and you're just like, oh yeah, I don't know where these come from. Santa Claus isn't real, by the way. Yeah, checkmate, Santa Claus deniers. Where do you think the presents under the tree come from?
Exactly. The thing with Christmas movies too, like it's always portrayed with rich families. Like there's never a Christmas movie about poor people.
Yeah, because poor people don't matter, obviously.
You obviously haven't seen Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. Dude is on his last dime in that movie.
I have not seen it in
Actually,
Which is weird.
probably close to 15 years.
How the
I think
hell
in
is
Polar
Mickey?
Express there's some poor people in Polar Express. Like one of the kids I think is poor or something.
Oh yeah, the singing kid that
Yeah,
sits in the back of the train.
yeah, he's poor,
Here's
but
my
that's
here's
about
my
it.
question. All these Mickey Mouse movies, he's poor. How the hell is the cultural icon of a multi-billion-dollar corporation poor?
No,
Because
he's
he
just
just doesn't
playing a
spend his
poor
money well.
character. It's
Nah,
like Charlie
Mickey doesn't.
Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin wasn't actually poor.
Mickey doesn't play a character. He's just authentic mouse, 24/7.
Authentic mouse. Yeah, so that was the year without a Santa Claus. Like we said, there's not much to talk about.
It's a good movie. Check it out.
Yeah, it's cool. It's only 50 minutes, so you can just blaze through it and see Santa
Yeah,
Claus,
so
see the cross,
something
and
you
then
can
change his
just
mind at the end.
throw on in the background. But yeah,
Yeah.
do you guys
This
want to
yeah.
give it some ratings?
I don't know how to rate this movie, in all honesty.
Well, my rating, so I'm recognizing the fact that this is not a very well made movie and it's not a very complex movie.
Mhm.
However, because I'm rating this subjectively, not objectively,
Mhm.
I'm giving it a 5 stars just because of my
That's fair.
reasoning behind why it's my favorite Christmas movie in the first place.
Mhm.
But I can recognize the fact that it's not a very well made movie.
That's fair. I think I'd give it a 4. I guess because it's fun. I don't know. I feel like we need. You know what? Fuck it. We're making a new scale for Christmas. I give this movie 4 candy canes out of 5. Because I feel like holiday movies almost have to be judged. I'm not judging this on the same scale that I'm judging Whiplash and Interstellar. You know,
That's fair. So
or
for a
Once Upon
Christmas
a Time.
movie scale, how would you
Mhm.
for a Christmas movie, how would you rate this?
I'd give it 4 candy canes out of 5.
That's fair. I'd give it 5.
You give it 5 candy canes? No, how many candy canes do you
Yeah.
give this?
0 candy canes. This movie sucks. I'm kidding. I'll give it a. I'll give it a 3.5 candy canes out of 5. Because I wanted part of the fourth.
he he gave it 3 candy canes and then one of those sharpened candy cane shanks that you make.
Uh,
I will say though, the Snow Miser Heat Miser song, one of the greatest Christmas songs ever. Fucking love that
Yeah,
song.
that I think that's the only reason I knew what this movie was before today.
Like that song's gonna be stuck in my head for the next 2 weeks.
I am high on crack.
But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up. But like we said, this is gonna be a short. We spent more time on our movie news in our intro than we did on the actual movie.
guys, do we think Santa Claus was on crack during this?
No,
He
but the
might
Snow
have
Miser
been.
was.
The Snow
Snow
Miser
Miser said
definitely
it.
was. That dude
He
had
said
it
as much.
dripping out of his nose. Come on now.
I am high on crack. Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, go watch this movie. My favorite Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie's cool and all, but guys, I have a hot take. I would rather watch Interstellar than this movie.
Whoa.
What? Dude, what?
Hey,
I
guys, hot take right here. The Godfather is better than A Year Without Santa Claus.
no. What?
Dude, what did you just say to me?
I know, guys, this is a hot take. Yeah, come after me with the pitchforks already. No, but
Come
a
after
movie
with your
that's
candy
real,
cane shanks.
a movie that's actually better than this though is Going Overboard, guys. Go watch that instead. Trust me. It has Adam
Hell yeah.
Sandler in it. It's really funny.
Joey Chestnut just ate 21 pounds of shrimp. What an animal.
Dude, what is? How many candy canes can he eat though? How many candy cane shanks can he make within a minute?
That's a good point. All right, are we wrapping it up
Alright.
here?
I think we're wrapping it up, guys.
I didn't know I could make an episode
Okay.
shorter than the Goodfellas episode.
How is this nearly like the same length as it though? This is like almost 50 minutes now.
Because we
Yeah,
spent
Nate.
30 minutes talking about Venom puns and movie news.
Nate,
The
we
Euro
really need to
South
work
Venom
on your.
Claus.
We need to
What'd you
work
say,
on your
Ryan?
episode. You need to work on your episode times. They're way too short.
My
Yeah.
Interstellar
They're
one
not-
was like an hour 40 minutes.
Well, yeah, that's
but that's the
Interstellar, though.
outlier. Nate, you're not hitting the quota.
Yeah. I think we're gonna take you off and make Brooks in your place.
Honestly, I wouldn't be upset with it. Brooks is a W.
I still have never talked to Brooks, but I'm sure he was good on the Deadpool episode.
Are you telling me you didn't listen to the Deadpool episode?
For legal reasons, joke.
All right,
Anyway,
let's get wrap it up.
hope you
Noah,
enjoyed this episode on the unvenom version.
the unvenom version. Noah, what are we doing next week? Is it Grinch or is it?
We are doing eeny, meeny, miny, moe, Home Alone.
He's
Yeah.
going eeny, meeny, miny,
Actually, you know what? We can do Polar Express. We can do Polar Express. I'll stick with what I originally had.
Okay.
Polar Express. All right, yeah,
Yeah.
we'll do Polar. What was the other one you were contemplating?
Home
It was
Alone.
between Home Alone
Oh,
and Polar
Alone.
Express.
Yeah, that's a good choice. So yeah, tune in next week for Polar Express, where we'll actually have an episode that's a decent runtime.
It'll probably be like the same as this because we won't have as many Venom puns.
Yeah, but I almost said Home Express. Polar Express is like more of an actual movie than this, though. You know.
Yeah,
Polar
the-
Polar Alone.
Stuff actually happened.
We're
Polar
hopping on
Alone.
the Venom Express next week.
The Polar Venom.
No, that's not as good. That's not as good as the Venom Express.
The
Yeah.
Venom Express. Let there be carnage.
Let there be Polar.
Let there be Polar.
All right, guys, we're gonna end this now.
My
Thank you
brain is
guys.
actively rotting.
Thank you guys for tuning in, and we gave you a lot of brain rot this episode, so I hope you used it well.
You mean a lot of Venom rot?
Ma-
A
Merry
lot of brain venom.
Christmas. Merry Venomous, everyone, and you guys
A
next
happy
week.
Venom year.
And a happy new Venom year.
Happy new Venom.
Live, love, Venom, guys. Goodbye.
Oh my god.
Venom.
Live, laugh, love, Venom.
I can't,
Goodbye.
guys. I can't wait to play Fortnite. Oh Venom.
Okay.
Venom.
All right. We're done. We're probably gonna spew off more Venom puns for the next hour, but you guys won't hear it. So yeah. Tune in next week for a when we hop on the Venom Express.